There's a concept in Jewish law called chazaka. Chazaka comes from the word strength. It's used when a situation of status has to be decided, and chazaka in many instances says status quo. You assume the way it is, that's the way it's going to be. However, the Talmud uses the language when it comes to strife. The Talmud says, "Ein machzikin b'machlokes." You don't hold on to strife. You try to do everything possible to bring peace. We learn this concept from Moses because he was terribly, terribly maligned by Dasan and Aviram. And he invited them to come speak to him. Let's discuss it. They refused, and not only refused, but added insult upon insult upon insult. After that, Moses goes to speak to them, and they refuse adamantly. Rabbi Yitzchak Vorker explains that the term ein machzikin b'machlokes, you don't use the concept of chazaka. You don't use the concept of status quo when it comes to strife. In other words, don't say, look, they're terrible people. Look, they have a track record. They're never going to change. I'm not going to speak to them. In Jewish law, when something is done 3 times, you do a mitzvah 3 times, it becomes an obligation. Behavior is established 3 times. We say in Jewish law, it has become a habit. 3 times breaks a habit. There's no such thing as 3 times. Well, I spoke to the person 3 times already. He refuses to talk to me. If there's any way possible to make peace, if there's any way possible for shalom, then we have to go ahead and try to do it. We learn this from Moses. He was maligned in such a terrible way, but didn't stop. Always kept looking for ways to mend. Have a fabulous Shabbos.